Hey everybody, this is Billy at Bakersfield Tough. I told you guys I had something very cool for you guys today. And you know what, we're here with Ron Stafford, right? And Ron, you're an old school hot rodder, right? I mean, just at the core, I mean, what's going on here?
Yeah, from day one.
Yeah. Now I saw you one time on the street. Now, if you haven't seen this thing, now this is your rat rod, right? And you'll see this thing driving around Rosedale a lot, and I've chased you down a couple of times, right? Trying to get you to get in the magazine, and that really is a wicked ride, and you do a lot of stuff. And we're going to look at some of the stuff that you do here, and how long have you been hot rodding?
Oh, actually all my life, for about the last 12, 13 years, I've just been doing nothing but building hot rods.
Yeah, wow. And you know what's cool about you is that you're not a guy that likes to throw a bunch of money at something, right? I mean,
no.
Yeah. You kind of like do things your own way and kind of do it on the cheap, right? Pretty much, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Now we're going to look at some stuff here. Now we're going to look. Are you guys ready for this? This is awesome. Here we go. The coffin hot rod, right?
Yeah.
Let's take a look at this thing, man. This is so cool. Now, of course, the first one that people saw was in the Munsters, right? The Dragula.
Yeah, Dragula.
Right, and this is kind of themed after that, I would say, right? A little bit.
Yeah.
This is so cool. Well, now, what kind of motor's in this thing?
It's got a 327.
Okay.
It'll make about 300 horse.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty good for a 327. Wow. Now, the cool thing about this, now, how much money do you have tied up in this thing?
All I got in this thing, and the way I look at that is like out of my pocket, I got $38 in it.
$38 for this Dragula hot rod.
Yeah.
Wow. Let's take a look. Got the bat theme going on the front. Man, so cool. Now, where'd you get this? Is a real coffin, or is this?
That's a real coffin.
This is a real coffin.
Yeah. Yeah, a friend of mine found that in a yard sale.
Yeah. You think they'll bury you in this thing? Has anybody said that to you?
It's a possible. Oh yeah.
Very cool. Now, how'd you get it to like fit, and like how do you retrofit something like this?
It was tough enough, but I did it in 8 days.
You built this in 8 days?
In 8 days.
So wait, this car cost
$38 out of my pocket.
$38 out of your pocket, and it took you 8 days to build it.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Oh, thanks.
Right? Wow. And you've actually won awards with this thing?
Yeah, when the very first show I took it to was the Fuel and Gas Championship about 6 years ago.
Yeah.
And I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
But people went nuts over it.
I bet when people see this, they're going bonkers, right?
Oh, yeah. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah. Okay, so let's take a look. Oh, you got the bat steering wheel. How fun is this thing to drive?
Oh, it's a blast. It's a blast.
Yeah, so good. Yeah. I love it. Now, have you ever gotten this thing wide open? Or, I mean, would you dare take it top end? Or is it kind of...
No, I've had it about 80, and it's pretty scary. The first set of wheelie bars I put on it, I bent them.
You did?
So I put some of the coils where they coil up a little bit.
Oh, okay.
So it helps with the load. But
yeah.
Yeah, it's a wheelie popper.
Yeah. So cool. Oh, it is?
Yeah, it'll get the wheels off the ground so easy.
Yeah, it's so good. Okay, now, this is cool. Okay, of course, you're looking at this thing, everybody thinks it's cool. Now, let's go over here because it keeps getting cooler. Now, you may have seen this thing driving around, and here we go again. Now, this thing is really themed after the Munsters, right? I mean, this is what is it? What model is this?
It's a 1923 Ford T-Bucket.
Okay.
Is what it was. I got 2 T-Bucket bodies, and I made the centerpiece all out of steel.
Wow.
And the inside's actually out of a 85 Mercury limousine.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Can we take a look at it all?
Sure.
Yeah. Awesome. Now this is going to cost more than $38 right here.
Actually, I got $12,000 in this car.
$12,000?
Out of my pocket.
Okay. A lot of work though.
I built it in 3 months.
No, 3 months?
With a full-time job. I got possessed doing this thing.
Now I think I saw a photo. You've actually had the kid that played in the Munsters in this thing, right? Eddie Munster. Was he actually in this thing?
Bush Patrick.
Yeah, he's actually seen it, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, let's see it. Oh man. Ghoulish. So good. Old school TV. I love it. It actually feels like it's out of the 60s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's 14 years old now.
Wow. Now, what kind of looks does this thing get going down the road?
Oh, it's
people honking their horns and going crazy?
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
I bet it's fun to ride back here. Am I wrong? I mean, is this kind of like the hot seat right here?
Yeah.
Right above the rear end? Yeah. That's so cool. So you must have been on this if you're doing this thing in 3 months, man. You're working night and day. I mean, you're not.
Every waking moment. I even took a week's vacation to spend on this car trying to get it done.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just crazy.
So good. You got a quick change. Is that a quick change or
it's
what's?
Actually an 8-inch Ford rear end, and I just made a cover and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Like a quick change.
That's cool. Yeah. Now, what kind of motor you got in this thing? It looks like a big block.
454 motor. It's out of a race boat.
Yeah.
It's got Hogan heads.
Wow.
It makes a lot of horsepower. It'll beat most of the street rods in town.
No way.
It's that fast.
It'll pull this thing that fast?
I can roll. Yes, it will.
Wow.
It is very fast.
Huh.
You want to hear it?
Can I hear it?
Sure.
All right. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, that ain't no joke.
Yeah, it weighed 2980, which really surprised me. I didn't think
this weighs 2980.
2980 is all it weighed.
Wow, that's light.
Yes,
that's very light.
Yeah, and it'll do a smoke show as long as you want to put your foot in it.
That is so cool.
It's actually that fast.
Yeah. Now you could take this on the street though. I mean, it's
I've got probably 40,000 miles on this car.
Oh, you do? It's almost like a driver for you.
Yeah, we drove it every day for about the first 7 years.
Yeah. How did it feel the first time you took this thing out on the street? I mean, that had to feel good, right?
Yeah. And I was going down Rosedale, and the guy kept looking back. I said, "You're going to hit that car," and he ran right in the back of this car.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was nuts.
Oh, wow. Did it have more power than you thought it would have, like when you got it on the road?
Yes, yeah, it did.
Yeah. How does it handle?
It handles great.
Because it's pretty long, right? I mean, we're talking about, I don't know what the wheelbase on this is.
It rides like a new car and drives really good.
Wow. And you kind of just like took parts off of this and that and this?
Well, actually, I made all this stuff, like the front piece, nose piece.
You made that?
Yeah, I made all of that. My shroud and stuff I made, on this cover. I made the valve cover to make it look like a Hemi.
Yeah.
Those are just valve covers on a big block.
Wow.
And the headers and everything I made. All of the running boards and all the pieces you see underneath it, that center piece is all made.
Yeah.
I made all of this stuff here.
Wow. That's a lot of intricate work, right? I mean, this takes time to do. I mean,
yeah.
Now, where'd you get your metal skill? I mean, this is like, how are you cutting all this? How are you getting it all down? I mean,
I have a plasma cutter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So here we go. Oh, look at that thing.
Yeah.
So good, man.
And stuff was given to me. It's like the bat mirror was gave to me.
Yeah.
The shifter was actually gave to me.
That's so neat. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I love it. Very cool, man. I love it. Do these things actually work right here? These all light up and everything at night? I bet. So at night, this thing probably looks pretty ghoulish, huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's cool, man.
Yeah, they light when you open the door, or you can run them as marker lights going down the road.
That's awesome. And now this one is kind of like, man, this is kind of like your trademark here, right? I mean, this is the one where everybody sees you driving around town.
Yeah.
And
I drive it every day. It's a daily driver.
Right.
It's not a show car.
Yeah.
Don't have any high dollar paint on it. The interior is not high dollar. It's just because I get in it every day. I'll go get parts in it.
Yeah.
I drive it every day. I've been over at the coast about 67 times with it.
Now this thing gets some looks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I would say this thing gets on it, right? I mean, they got a light car here with some motor to it.
Yes. Yeah, it's got a 6-speed transmission, so I get 15, 16 miles a gallon on the freeway with it.
Okay.
And I can still roll smoke on them tires in third gear.
Really?
Yeah.
And this is a big tire right here.
Yeah, it's pretty quick.
Yeah. Now you got some money in this thing, dude.
I've got $11,000 in this car.
Wow.
Out of my pocket.
Wow.
Not counting labor and none of that stuff.
I think am I wrong to say that you're kind of proud of the fact that you can keep the cost down? I mean, you talk about that a lot. I mean, we've talked about it.
I get a bigger kick out of that than buying something out of a box and putting it together.
Yeah.
Because I don't have the money to have a car built like a lot of these guys. If I couldn't do this myself, I couldn't do it.
Right. And it makes you feel proud though, right?
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
the thing is, like, you built it. So it's like, it means something to you, right?
Oh yeah, it means a lot to me.
Yeah.
So especially when you go to the shows and you go to the winner's circle, like with that, and there's $200,000 cars out there that didn't go.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of it makes me feel good.
Cool. Can we open the door here? You got some suicide doors here. Yeah. You know what I love about these rat rods? They're simple. You know what I mean? They're so simple, yet they're so cool. Now, did you design all the upholstery?
Yeah. And it's about 7 years old now. So.
Yeah. Kind of the key is like knowing like when to stop, right? I mean, because you don't like something like this. It wouldn't look as good if it was all polished out. And,
yeah, exactly.
Right? I mean,
and I didn't want that.
Yeah.
It's not a show car.
Yeah.
It's just a daily driver. It's $8 worth of paint on this thing.
Right.
Yeah. I made my own chassis.
You made this chassis right here?
I made that chassis.
This is some intricate work too. I was looking at this. You kind of got some holes and some bevels cut out here and all that stuff.
Yeah, I made, my belt guard. And I make all this stuff. This is actually a 35 Chevy shroud right here, and I shortened it 6 inches.
Yeah.
Because, they want like $2,000 for a 34 grill. And I just wasn't going to spend that kind of money. So that's what I did. About 5 more degrees right now.
Yeah.
Running like I got it on the street,
That's power.
I changed the timing and it's completely different.
Yeah. Okay, so we're in your shop now, and look at this thing, man. This thing's kind of ghoulish on its own. What do we got here?
It's a 1923 C-cab panel.
C-cab. Now, I'd imagine they call it the C-cab because of this.
Yes.
C-cab. Man, that's cool looking, dude.
Yeah.
What are you gonna, this is your car? Is another project of yours?
This is mine.
What are the odds this thing's gonna be black?
Yeah, probably. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. This has that same kind of that Munsters feel, where it's kind of like evil looking, that 60s like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. This will kind of have that same thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of neat, man.
I thought about cobwebbing it and stuff, black with some gold cobwebs and stuff in it.
Yeah.
I think it'd be pretty neat.
Yeah.
Some brass lights right here.
Yeah, that's cool.
And this, I think it'd be, I even thought about putting a Hemi. I've got a Hemi I need to do something with.
Yeah.
And I thought about even putting a Hemi in this.
Wow, that's neat. Yeah, you love fabricating, man.
Yeah.
You like building stuff.
I love building stuff.
Yeah. Can't get enough.
Can't get enough.
Think you'll ever stop building?
No, I don't think so. No, every day. I build for a lot of people, build for myself, and I just like doing stuff that's different.
You gotta stay busy, right? You can't just sit there and watch TV.
Yeah, I'm actually semi-retired.
Yeah.
And I just do this because I like doing it.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
I don't make a bunch of big money at it, but I enjoy doing it.
Neat. Okay, this is your shop, and one thing that's cool, you walk in here, and man, you got this awesome, you can't really see, but you have this awesome art on the ground, man.
Yeah, I get bored sometimes, and I just start slinging paint one night. And,
you did this?
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool. And man, look at this thing, dude. I can't really see it, but I just know it's cool. Who did that?
Yeah, my son did this one here for me. And then this here got a picture of my car on the floor.
No kidding?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. See if I can get in there if you can see it. Yeah, that's cool. Is there a lot of trial and error with something like this? I mean, are you cutting and saying, oh, it didn't work, or like, how does that work out?
Yeah, that's going to happen in everything, but I think it out real good. I'll go to bed at night and build this car. Yeah. And then when I get started on it, I got a real good idea where I'm going to be. Try to sew myself in no corners. You got to be able to work on it when it breaks down. Right. So, I don't have to chop no cross member out of it and bolt it, and
Yeah.
Just everything is fixable.
Yeah. Well, you know what? This stuff is very cool. Of course, people may not know that you are actually featured in our next edition coming up in the summertime for Be Tough. And really cool stuff here, Ron.
Oh,
I mean, I think a lot of people want to see it. And, you know, I'm going to sweet talk you to try to be more part of the Hot Rod stuff in Bakersfield
Sure, no
Tough. Man, what do you
problem.
think about that, bud?
Yeah.
I love it. All right. Hey, this is Ron, this is Billy, and this is Bakersfield Tough.